Test, 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 test. Hey, Jason.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
How you doing today? Sorry if I kept you waiting there.
Oh no, not at all. I just joined.
Awesome. I was just working on something we were talking about. Let me start sharing my screen here. I built our 12 box.
What?
Yes. I'll show you how I did it.
Oh my God.
So basically, I'm using two MEs. So if we take a look at, uh, that's ME2,
Mm-hmm.
and ME3 is 6 boxes plus a screen cropped of the seventh input is the ME2. So combined, ME3 has 12 boxes. I could have got, it was just symmetry. I went for 12 instead of like 13, but
Yeah.
you get the idea.
Wait,
So
can you
this is,
start from
I
scratch?
sure can. I
Okay.
sure can. Okay. So on ME2,
Yeah.
I created a 4-row ME,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and I'm using A, B, and C for sources, which I can actually make more interesting than it's currently. Oh, I got to start up more feeds. So I'm using A, B, and C for the first 3 boxes, and I'm using keyer 1, 2, and 3 for the second 3 boxes. Okay,
Oh, okay.
like
Wait, so
I,
ME5 is just.
ME5's our talent.
Can
So
you
that
can I see ME5?
sure.
Or like how is ME5 built?
ME5 is what we did yesterday. ME5 is the chroma key of camera 1, camera 2, and DDR1 in the box.
Oh yeah.
So to make this less confusing, let's do this. Okay.
Okay.
Ignore. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that on ME5. Whoops! I meant to do that on ME2. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the background is in DDR4. And then on
Oh, okay.
ME3, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. And together get a 12 box.
Okay,
So
sorry.
I'll
I
do it again.
gotta, yeah, I gotta
will.
start from, let's start from zero, like nothing,
I'm
like
sorry.
background.
Okay. Um. Okay. Let me save this, and then I will erase it and show you what
Well,
I
you
did.
don't have to do that.
So on ME2, I have 4 rows. The 4th row is DDR4. That's my background. So you can see here. That's my my backdrop. Okay. So
Okay.
this is DDR4
Yep.
playing in the background, full screen playing in the background. On rows A, B, and C, I have shrunk them down and positioned it. So otherwise, this would have been full screen as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
instead, I shrunk it down, and I did the same on B and C. So
Okay.
what I got is no keyers, just 4 rows of ME. I've got my background, and I've got 3 DVE'd boxes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But you know what we should do actually while you're explaining this, and this will help explain it, is add the borders to all of them.
Oh, sure.
And this will be like, oh, okay. This will actually kill 2 birds with that one stone, because I know they're going to want to see that.
Black, right?
White.
Oh, white. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It
I've
was...
been I've done a few demos today.
Oh, have
Um,
you? I think they
yeah.
start showing up in favorites at some point, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's
Once, yeah.
rectangle flat.
So, okay. Did I do? Yep. There it is.
Yep.
There's the first one.
Yep.
Now it should be right there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the second one.
Okay,
And
perfect.
unless my math is off, you can see it's a little not quite lined up right because
I think that's okay.
sloppy.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's the third one, which you can't see on a
Okay.
white background.
Right.
Now let's do the exact same thing with our keyers. So I'm going to use keyer 1, 2, and 3. I could use 4, but then I'd have an odd number and it gets weird. So
that makes
I'm
sense.
going to turn on keyer 1,
Yep.
which I've already done this stuff, but I'll add a border.
Yeah. Yep, that's perfect. Now I'm getting it.
Okay. And you'll notice that I really didn't do a good job here. It's kind of going off the edge a little.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
This was a little, a little rushed. Then we'll do the third one, and we'll turn on a border for that one. With me so far?
Yep.
I'm going to save that with the borders.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, let me go to ME3, and we're going to do the exact same thing, okay?
Okay.
On ME3, I'm going to do the same thing, but on the left side of the screen.
Okay.
So I've got my A, B, and C. The
Yep.
fourth row is a DDR, so the background on ME3 is the same as the background on ME2.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, because you got to crop it, so you got to keep it the same. Okay, that makes sense.
So I'll put our border on, like so. More border. And the third one. Now let's turn on our keyers. So I've got keyer 1. Whoops, not there. There.
Yep.
And I'll add a border. Keyer 2. Add a border. And keyer 3. I'm going to add a border. Now here's where the magic happens, okay?
Okay, hold on. I'm just asking Brian. You created I'm going to tell him. You created a 12 box. Is that fine, or do we have to create an 8 box?
Well, I made a 6 box and a 12 box, just for symmetry.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So you added the borders to the keys on ME3. Okay, I'm with you.
Yep. So now on ME3, I'm actually going to use the fourth keyer to bring ME2 on top of ME3.
Oh, okay.
Now what's going to happen
and then crop it out.
I'm going to see, that's what it looks like until I crop it.
Oh, that's smart.
But now when I crop it,
boop, 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 boop. Now you have
12 box.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
I could go deeper, but I really don't want to.
No. Yeah.
And because they have the same background, it's seamless.
Yeah. And you don't have to like feather or anything. You just a straight crop.
It's just a perfect hard edge because the backgrounds are identical.
Okay, so this is happening on ME3 because
ME3 is what you take to air because ME2 is only half of it.
Yeah, so you're bringing ME3
is itself plus ME2.
Yep. So your ME3 is your 12 box, and then you could just cut your show from there. If for some reason you needed a 12 box. Okay, so exactly. 12 is great. What would you recommend if because I know how to do the 4 box. Okay, let's add that one more layer. Like a 5 box. So is the best way is just to create the 4 row ME and then just do your keys from there. So basically,
there is a difference.
I mean, a 12 box is great, but you could do an 8 box that way, right?
Sure.
Or a 6
Absolutely.
box.
I showed 6 and 6 just for symmetry. You could do 4 and 4, and here's why you might want to.
But wait, do you need your background though? You need your background there.
You do.
I guess you could put that as an ME. Yeah.
Here's the thing. The 4 row ME and the 4 keyers have some different attributes.
Okay.
Keyers can be controlled with a comp. The 4 rows on the ME work differently.
Right.
So you could not animate all 12 of these boxes.
Right.
So
So you
that's a
could
limiting
really
factor.
only, so once you get above a 4 box, you
Yes.
kind of lose the ability to animate, which is fine.
Well, you can
Right.
animate 4 of them, but there'll be a couple that you can't animate if you did like a 6 box.
Yeah. But yeah, so like you could animate the 4 box, but once you get a 5 box, now you have to involve the 4 row ME, and then you can't animate that 5th box.
Correct.
Got it.
Now
Okay.
you can recall it as a preset in like a single frame. So you could, cut to it if you had to,
Yeah.
but you can't animate the keyer with a comp in the way you can. You can't animate it out like you can with the keyers, is what I'm trying to say.
Got it.
The
Okay.
movement. Okay?
Yeah, the 4 row ME is really opens up a lot of things.
It really does. It's not
Yeah.
only for virtual set, it's also capable of doing crazy things like this. So
Mhm.
it gives you a lot of power on essentially a single ME.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's great. So that kind of I mean, like, there are times where we have like a 5 box, and I think the most I've ever worked with is a 5 box. So I would put the keyer, I'd fill up my keyers. So that's, box 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I would put my 5th box on row A, and then I guess the background on D, just to keep it kind of consistent, right?
And then what you can do is you just have to make sure that if you're not using B and C, select an input with nothing on it so that essentially it's invisible. The alternative, because otherwise whatever you have selected here is going to be full screen on top of everything, and it won't be, it'll be in the way.
Oh, you can't just turn that layer off?
You can't turn the layer. Well, you can, and here's how you do that. Instead of picking a 4 layer, you pick a 3 layer or a 2 layer.
Or a 2 layer, yeah, that makes sense. So I would just pick a 2 layer, put the 5th box on
For
A.
A 5 box, use a 2 layer. So you'd have 4 keyers, a 5th box on 1 layer, and a background on your 2nd layer.
Got it. And then how do you create that? How do you?
So the way you switch the mode of an ME between, like, you'll notice that we no longer, this is no longer like an effect, like program preview. All you have to do is, instead of selecting a transition, you select one of these layers. So like if I go back to fade, now I have an A and a B, and I can transition between A and B, resolve. But if I select as my transition a layer, it turns off the transition capability and turns it into layers only. Like this is no longer. Oh, did I just animate something that I didn't even know I could do?
Oh, wow.
Oh, you know what? No, you know what I'm doing? I'm zooming.
Oh, yeah. You're
let's go to
position.
ME2. It'll be clearer. What I just did on ME2 by doing that is notice the keyers are not affected.
Yeah.
But the A, B, C, D rows are all zooming. Yeah, don't mess with that.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
It's too weird.
Yeah.
That's just too many. It's Inception. It's too many dreams.
Yeah, too many things inside of itself. You're right.
Exactly. But anyway, does the 12 box make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, and Brian was like, he gave me the exclamation mark that you created a 12 box, so he's happy with that. And then we're clear for the 8 box. So I think we just show this 12 box, and then we'll be fine.
Tim called and emailed me a little while ago and said there was one more thing we need to do that he forgot to mention, and that is bring in a live Skype caller.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show you how we do that. I tested it just before you called. That's why I was late. But it works. So basically, Brian is going to Skype in and be on a green screen.
Yeah.
And he wants us to key him into the show.
Oh, okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm I'm going to switch what we're looking at to my instance running Skype.
Okay.
And I'm going to start my Skype meeting. And then for now, it'll be me. I am going to join.
I could have Brian join. I could check with him because he said we would have a little window here. I think about half an hour.
Oh, well, I have a green screen too. So
but that way we could dial him in for tomorrow.
All right. Sure. You wanna get
Yeah.
him, and I'll put the meeting link that he needs to connect to in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
I'm not just gonna give him a quick call. 1 sec. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Dave, you got me here?
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking about this for tomorrow. Like, I don't need control of the vector. I mean, if you just share in meetings like you're sharing now, I think that's totally fine.
Okay. So
and then that way I'm not like, I'm not going to bump into you or this is really solid. Like the view, and we don't have to like, I think I had to like reset it a couple times last time. So does he just join this through his Slack? I guess okay, cool. So
well, it's a Skype.
I mean Skype. Sorry. Yeah, I slacked it to him while I was saying Skype.
And while we're on the subject, here is the YouTube link to watch our program feed.
Is it different than Oh yeah, it is different.
Probably, because I think it creates a new one every time. I've not signed up for a regular channel. It's just like a little private link thing.
Yeah. Okay, so our thing tomorrow meets or it starts at 10. Do you want to meet at like 9:45, and then we could just set all this up, like YouTube links and
even 9:30 if you're willing and able.
Yeah, I could do 9:30.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be in even earlier than that, so you just ping me or join the meeting whenever you're ready. I will be in. Oh, could you check the YouTube link and make sure it has our Teams audio?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. That'll be a good thing to check tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and I want to make sure it works now because the PC I was doing the YouTube with, now I'm doing the Skype, and I moved the YouTube to a different machine.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, check.
Like it works.
Gotcha. Yep, it's working.
Okay.
And awesome. You're just showing your camera on program, right?
This is yep. And what I'm gonna do is Brian available?
Yeah, he said he's gonna. I slacked him the link, so he should pop up here, or maybe you have to exit.
Let's see. Do I need to admit him? Nope, I don't. When he calls, I may have to let him in if it doesn't work on its own. Let's see.
Well, so I just gave him a link.
Yep, that's all he knows.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Okay, cool.
I'm good, thanks. You can hear me through my Skype phone. Let's see if and you're seeing program. So if I go ahead and switch back to that. Hold on, you're not seeing that, are you? Stand by. Okay, stand by. Let me. One moment. I thought I was all set and you were going to plug in and say, hey, it's magic. But of course, missed a step.
I guess for tomorrow, actually, we'll just use his Skype for video source, and then he'll stay muted on Skype, and then he'll join us in the meeting,
Okay.
this meetings thing.
I'm going to have to figure out why you're not seeing return right now. You should be seeing return.
I'm seeing you.
Yeah, you're seeing me on my phone, which is not what you should be. You should see me, but you should also see programs. So let me see if I can fix that up. Just 1 second.
Dave, should I give Brian the Meets link so he's in with all of us?
Well,
In here?
on the team side, that wouldn't hurt, but I don't know if he has enough. Do you have enough devices to do that? Yeah, input, vector. All right, I'm gonna have to work on this. I apologize, but what I wanted to do though is, you know what? If you take a look, Brian, if you take a look at the YouTube link, Jason, can you Slack that to Brian, the YouTube
Yeah.
link?
Do you want him to join the teams so that he can kind of be in
That
here
would
with
work
us?
too. That would be fine if you've got another device. And what I'm gonna do is bring in Brian's camera from the Skype call.
Do you prefer me to come top or phone?
It doesn't really matter. Whatever is, because it'll work with either. Why is this fighting me? Settings. Huh. I am going to stop this meeting and then restart it. So once it ends, can you rejoin the Skype call? So Brian, you're going to see it end, and then I'm going to restart, and then you can jump right back in. Okay?
So Dave, if we get this to work, are you thinking like maybe for our demo that Brian becomes like the male talent?
We could do that. Something is messed up with the Skype, and I need to take some time, but I'm not going to waste your time. So I'll get this sorted out.
Okay.
But something is screwed up, and I need to deal with it. I need time.
Oh, okay. So
So
maybe I'll cut Brian loose.
yeah, damn it. We were doing so well. Hey, Brian. So I think I have something in my Skype config messed up that I need to work on, and I don't want to waste your time while I do it. Jason and I were just talking. Do you want to be the talent on the set in this? We were going to use a recording of a guy on a green screen, but it's, we can bring your camera in over Skype and key that as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see an active Skype feed come in and be key, since I'm the only one that basically has a consistent colored background. That would be me.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't need to do it for the entire window tomorrow, but
Okay.
I'd certainly be happy to represent and provide audio and video.
Well, and to be honest, on the audio side, I was told that audio is not a concern for this demo, that audio is being handled and that it's already been figured out using external mixer. I'm really only focused on video and effects. I don't have audio mixing built.
Okay, that's fine.
Like Mix Minus is not set up, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we would just use his video, and then he's going to be in the meeting or the Microsoft Teams with us.
Yeah. Will you be able to be in the Teams meeting as well as on Skype at the same time? Like with two different devices?
I could. That's why I can either join Skype on top of my.
Are you available tomorrow morning for a test, maybe an hour before the demo, and that by then I'll have everything sussed out and we can just do a little rehearsal?
What time you thinking?
That would be noon Eastern, right? Because we're at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, that'd be 9 our time.
I have another.
Okay. Is earlier?
Yeah, you can do 8 a.m. Pacific.
I can do that.
I cannot do 8. I have to drop my kids off. I'm not available till 9.
That's okay.
Okay.
Jason's not available at that time, but basically I just want to bring your Skype in and key it and make sure that everything is ready, Brian, so that when you join the main meeting, that it's already, figured out. So maybe you do that from your phone so that you have your laptop available for the Teams meeting, which is the more important communication for the presentation.
So you're saying join Skype using my phone?
Yes. And if
Oh, I see him. I see the video.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, on your computer, your laptop here.
Yeah, that is not in Yeah, that's not the NDI though.
Got it. Okay, sorry.
That's what I'm sorting out.
Yeah.
Demo. Yeah, he's not showing up, so I have to reactivate. See, it's just that simple. I have to check a couple of settings. Do you want to join the Teams meeting and get a little run through of what we've been doing so that it doesn't seem like an abject failure?
Are you talking to me?
I am.
Oh, sorry.
Or you could see it tomorrow and be pleasantly surprised. Okay, do you have, here, let me invite you to the Teams meeting we're in right now.
I sent him the link, but
Oh,
he
you
hasn't
did?
clicked
Okay.
it. Yeah, but I would invite him too, because it seems like maybe that he's not understanding that.
Brian J. Kevin at Verizon Media.
It should be just Kevin at Verizon Media.
Got it. Okay, I'm sending you an email. Let me know if you get that. And once you join us in Teams, we can hang up the Skype.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So if you can hang up the Skype and join us in Teams. And there you are.
What's
Hello
up,
there.
BC?
Hey, Jason, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm sharing the screen of the Vector Plus interface. And Jason and I are going to go through a rundown. Jason, did you actually have an order in mind that you wanted?
Yeah. Yeah. I sent you and Brian the run of show, but I can certainly talk you through it. But if you wanted to pull that up, and then Brian, did you have any adjustments on
it? I
it?
don't know that I got it. Or is it in the chat?
I sent it like an hour ago, but I can put it in the chat. I sent it to your Gmail
Oh, okay.
because it's a Google Doc.
Got it. Yep, got it in my Gmail. I'm opening it up now.
Okay.
So, Dave,
Yeah.
can we add more people to this Microsoft Teams meeting?
Sure, as many as you like.
Okay, I'm going to send you a list of the emails if that's okay.
Absolutely. Or you can simply, well, the one we're on right now is just for this rehearsal. The meeting invite for tomorrow can be forwarded to anybody you like. But you can, if you send me the list, I'll send it over to Pino, who is managing the meeting invite. Or you can send it to both of us.
Okay, so if I just have you can send me the actual connection for Microsoft for the meeting, the Teams meeting, and then I can send that out to that list instead of sending all the emails to you guys.
Sure, that works.
Okay, yeah. Let me know when you.
Once you get the meeting invite, you just click forward, and you can send it to as many people as you want.
Okay, excellent. I'll just do that. I'm not going to have you guys typing in all those email addresses. There's going to be, I don't know, 20 people or so that want to potentially.
Are you also going to have them watch the YouTube link?
Yes, I'm going to put the YouTube link also in the Google Hangouts. They can refer to that link and watch it there.
Okay, so then I guess that kind of takes care of our output, right? Because they can see the vector in this meets, and then they can watch program on YouTube. So we don't have to do both.
So
correct.
Right. So we have a choice on the YouTube stream of either showing the interface or showing program. So I'll show program on YouTube, but the audio on and in the Teams meeting they can see the Vector Plus interface.
Yep.
And just to make it interesting, our audio from the Teams meeting, so anybody who's talking, will be on the YouTube stream, so they can hear the conversation one way. They won't be able to talk, but they'll be able to hear everything being discussed.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to work out well. And then you're going to record the team's
Yes.
presentation, so we can watch that anytime, and then we'll
Yes.
just be able to watch the YouTube link to watch the program anytime.
Yes, the YouTube link is a live feed, but I can probably, I've never actually messed with it, but it'll probably record it. And I could get you that link afterwards.
That would be
For the
wonderful.
video on demand.
Yes.
Just keep in mind, I plan to start the YouTube stream on the live channel like an hour early.
Yep.
So there's going to be an hour of wasted time on that recording.
No problem.
Okay. All right. So let me look at the script you just sent me.
Brian, did you have a chance to look that over?
The script I did. I didn't see anything glaring.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I'll run through that. Oh, I'm going to change my 8 to a 12. I'll run through it here, and then we'll kind of show you what we'll do tomorrow. I mean, it'll be pretty quick, you know. It's not like it's not going to take like an hour. It'll take like 10 minutes.
So you want to start with an empty virtual set, such as what I have up now?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just so we can kind of show whoever's watching, like, oh, okay, this is a green screen person, like, brought in, you know. So then,
Like,
yeah, we start off with the empty. I would start like how you kind of showed me yesterday, where like you actually see the green. So like bring him and her
sure.
in.
Yep. Let's
Just because that like.
turn off keying, so it's very clear what we're working with.
Yeah. So you just say, you know, here we are in the virtual set. We'll bring in a talent with a green screen behind him like that. And then we'll also bring in another talent with a green screen behind her. And then we have the ability to key them out.
So I will go in and activate keying on the first one.
Yep. And then in theory, the guy could be Brian if everything works.
Right.
So the male talent here will be Brian. And then we'll keep the female as the video.
And then have this empty monitor built into.
Yeah, and then I'll just say like we can also put in anything in that monitor. We'll just put in a looping video, but that certainly could be, you know, a talent or anything, you know, any kind of virtual source or NDI source. So we've got that, and then actually let's start out on the wide shot, because I think the idea is that they wanted to push in. So let me update this. Start off with empty wide virtual set. Yeah. So we'll just do the same thing. You know, we'll start with the green here, and then we'll have this, and then I'll just say, yeah, with the ability to move in, so we can just push in here on our virtual set to get closer into the desk, and then from here we can push in to both talent. So let's move to Brian or Mr. Bob, and let's move over to, yeah, back out, and then over to female and back out. And then what we can do, actually, no, sorry, I wrote it so that we stay in on the female. So we'll go back into the female, and then that's when.
Oh, well, let's do that on ME7 because that's where I built it. So why don't we stay on the 2-shot here?
Okay.
And we'll cut to ME7. And on ME7 is where we do our over the shoulder.
Yeah. Let's just call her Amy or something, because that female just sounds kind of weird. All right, so we've got Amy here, and I'll change female to Amy in our script. Yeah, and then we'll do OTS. So Brian, that brings in the OTS and scooches her over, and then we can lose OTS, and that scooches her back to the middle. And
Sweet.
That takes care of that. And now we can move to Brian. We're going to call him Brian even if we don't actually have Brian. So he's going to be Brian.
All right.
So we have Brian here, and now we're going to reveal the topic bar on the left side.
Topic bar?
Yep, topic bar. Oh, nope, that's the That's the L.
Did I name it wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the L. The topic bar, remember, was the thing on the left. Yeah.
This
Well,
one?
that we built something yesterday where it's just the topics, like from top to bottom.
Yes, we did
But
that.
we scooched him
in-
over.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see what we called. Maybe I didn't put a star on it.
Oh yeah, you have to add that. Yeah, I think you called it topic bar, but it looks like it.
Okay, we have to fix that.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be,
the scooch over
it's.
with the topic on the.
Is
Yeah,
it
that
this?
one. Yeah.
Oh, is that a macro or is that just activate?
No,
DSK3?
it's a macro. I think you kind of built that one later, but it was in DSK3, and then we just scooched him and cropped him over.
Okay, make a note.
Remember?
We'll come back. To
Oh,
that.
but you know what it was? It was
it on an
him
ME?
on a. No, it was him on a non-virtual set because we wanted. It was just like a him on a background.
So like this guy.
No, it was the same guy. He just wasn't in the virtual. It was like a non-keyed virtual set. You had like some kind of element, and that's
Oh,
like go to
okay.
your
Yeah.
go to your
okay.
DDR.
I gotta load that clip. Hang on a second. That's going to be this machine, and that's called camera 3. Okay, so that's
Would
what's
you-
supposed to be. Oh, yeah.
Dave, would you be able to pull me in on Skype right now?
I have to figure out why the Skype's not connecting properly. It worked when I connected with my phone, and then I wasn't seeing the return when you joined, and I need to go through the settings and figure out what's wrong.
Okay, because I just I connected with my phone onto Skype into that same session you sent me.
Okay,
And
let's
just
I can
wondering.
I could do a quick test just to see if the Skype is in. The
Yeah.
NDI part of it's not working right, so I have to figure out why. This. There you are.
All right, and then you can bring me in and
That's eventually. I will bring you as an NDI source
got it.
into a camera here, and what's supposed to be happening right now is under this demo, under Skype, should be your name. And
Okay.
I got to check the settings to figure out why it's not outputting NDI like it's supposed to. And then I also have to make sure that you, the Skype caller, can see program in the Skype call. So
Okay.
I will work on that later today and have it ready to show you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. your time. And I'll send you a meeting planner for us to hook up to do that.
Okay.
All right.
I'll hang up my Skype now.
So this is what you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll say this is a cut instead of a move. So it's cut to male talent with non-keyed background, and then
Okay.
it's reveal topic bar. Because remember we had I think the way that we built it was we put the topic bar as the background, and then we put him as a key. I can't remember which ME you built that on.
Looks like it might have been ME1 where we do a
Yeah.
lot of our different effects.
Oh,
Is it possible that one didn't get saved? So make a note that we just have to rebuild that because I don't
Yeah.
see it and I don't
Okay.
see a macro for it. So
that's
let's
weird.
come back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
we'll
not
come
sure
back
what
to that.
happened there.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll work on that, and then from there we can go. You know what? Maybe I'll put this one after because we're still like in this virtual world. Because I
Okay.
forgot that he has non-keyed background. So like I'll put that. So we'll do OTS, and then we'll go back to the 2-shot. Yeah, and then this 2-shot will squeeze back to the
And
L bar.
The OTS is on ME7 in program.
Okay.
If you want to make a note, that's the source, and then we run the the macro for OTS on and the macro for OTS off. So if I put ME7 in program and then run the macro OTS on, it does the on-camera move and reveals the keyer, and off. And now you want to do the squeeze back to the L bar.
Yeah, so we'll go back to the 2-shot.
That's ME5.
Oh, can you move to the 2-shot?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
okay.
Let's see.
Oh, but you have the squeeze back on a different ME.
I would rather cut.
That's fine.
But,
That's fine.
But
Yeah, it's no problem. I get what you got. You have them on a different ME, which is fine.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we cut to the 2-shot, and then we squeeze back to the L bar. So what ME is that cut to the 2-shot with the squeeze back? Okay, ME5.
ME5 and then L bar. Is that the right one?
No, that's that we did the one in the upper left. Yeah.
So this one I need to rename that because I called that a topic bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's
So
for the. Yeah, we
what
probably.
What do we call the one that I called L bar?
I don't think we're using that one.
We're not using that.
Yeah, we're not going to use that.
Bye bye.
Yep. See ya.
So I'm gonna.
That will be eventually. Well, yeah. Let's. So I think yeah. You have them. L bar is don't use, and then topic bar is L bar, and then we need to create a new topic bar. That's the topic bar that we made yesterday that we probably didn't save.
Okay. So now we're in the So
let's go 2-shot full on ME5, and then
go
squeeze
what
back
we're
to
now
L bar.
Calling L bar.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the L bar there. And then I think we had a transit, like that VizRT transition you can go to. And then I think what we did was we could transition to, oh, you know what we could do here? We could get fancy. So we can transition to the guy that's not keyed that will show our topic bar. Yeah. So we'll transition to this guy, and then we'll show the topic bar inside this L bar. Are you okay with that, Brent?
Say it again.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Yep. So we'll show that, and we'll show that effect. We have to build it because
rebuild that. Yeah,
we're scooching him over and then bring in the topic bar, and then we can take that full.
Yep.
And then squeeze him, and then squeeze him back, or yeah, exactly. And then we'll squeeze him back, or cover up topic bar, I guess is what it is.
Okay.
So are we
transition to single male talent reveal topic bar? Bring talent. Yeah, so we'll bring that full, and then we'll squeeze him back, and then he's full again.
Okay.
Wait, so covered, reveal topic. Okay, hold on, let me write this down. Transition animation to single male talent, reveal topic bar, and then bring full. And then cover topic bar up again, because that's killing a whole bunch of stones. So you can see that you can do that in the L bar, which is cool, and you can do it full. Does that work for you, Brent?
Okay, start it again.
Sure.
From where?
So we're going to cut to the 2-shot, which is what you see here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to squeeze back to the L bar.
Great.
Then
we're going to do a custom animation, VizRT.
Yep, like so, inside the box to this guy.
To him. And then we're going to move him over to the topic bar. So this is the thing that we have to work on.
Why does he have a different background there?
Pretend he's a different guy.
A different guy. Okay.
Yep. And if it would help, hopefully you'll be the guy on set. But if we do have to use a clip, would it be helpful if I got a different guy for the set? Because I have, just so it's not, I guess it's confusing if the same guy's on 2 different backgrounds.
Yeah, that was the confusing part.
Okay, I can I can change him out. I'll call central casting.
Good thing you have him on speed dial.
That's right.
So then this moves over, Brian, to the reveal the topic bar. So this will be
This will be an
him
effect that
scooching
we have to
over
rebuild. Yeah.
and cropping at the same time to do that look, except he'll be scooched over. And then we'll bring that whole thing full. And then we'll scooch him back.
Okay, and that white
Yeah.
that we're seeing right now for the topic
It's
bar,
temporary.
that's not Okay.
That was something.
that's actually going to slide in.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll slide because
in.
remember this is the thing we wanted to prove. If you can reveal what's underneath by moving and cropping at the same time.
Yeah.
So it can do that, and we'll scooch him over. And,
I know we did it, and I know we figured out the timing, and I just don't see the macro. So we must have not saved it properly, and we'll rebuild it. It'll only take a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then so that basically takes care of this whole part. So I'm going to delete this.
Okay.
So we've got transition to single male talent, reveal topic bar, bring talent shot full, cover topic bar again. Okay, so all right, then now that kind of does the kind of virtual squeezing. Let's do the 3 box here. So where is this?
ME1.
Okay, so let's start clean, right, Brian? You wanted to start with just the background?
Yeah.
So let's start clean background on ME1. Yep.
So ME1, comp 1.
So clean background, ME1, comp 1. And then let's fly in the 3 boxes. Boom. And then let's take the bottom box full while the top 2 animate off. Boom. With borders.
With border gone. Nice.
Yeah, with border gone. Okay, so that's your flying in boxes example, Brian.
Okay.
Now we're going to show the big little. So let's cut to whatever you have in the big full.
Like it is now?
Well, remember this is the 3 box. So where is our big little?
It's still on ME1, but in preset 2.
Okay, so for this,
and we could
so
put
I'll
it
say
on
something like
ME if we want to.
No, you just cut to the guy full though, because I mean I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I would just cut to this guy full, which is on ME comp 1.
ME1 preset 2 comp 5. Or a single button once you program it to a keyboard or a macro.
Yeah. I think you'll remember how to get to this tomorrow.
I will now that you wrote it.
Okay. All right, so here comes our big little example. We'll show ME1 preset 2 comp 5. We'll have him full. And then now we can take squeeze down to little big. And that animates in the big box. And then we'll take the big box full with an animation.
Comp 6 and then comp 7.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to comp 5, you'll see that 6 and 7 are next, right?
Yep.
But I'll write it down too.
Oh, big little example. Okay, we're gonna start on comp 5.
Yeah.
We're gonna start.
So, yeah, you can just cut to comp 5 from our
then
3
comp
box
6,
example. Yep.
And we will cut to comp 7.
And then back down to the big little, which is comp 6.
Okay.
And Brian, that's our Alex Wallace all hands right there. And then do you want me to say in here, like this is where we could actually put a PowerPoint presentation in the big box instead of expression, or are we just kind of showing what was on the list?
Is it easy to swap out the sources on the fly?
Yes. It's as simple as changing my input here. So I could say, I could have her there, for example.
Okay, yeah, cool. If you could just show different sources being swapped into there, that'd be I think that would be enough. We don't need to keep adding, various elements. But yes, Jason, if you do share that, like, even though we don't have a PowerPoint presentation here today, this certainly could be a PowerPoint presentation and give us a look that we're used to seeing for open house.
Yeah, so I could just mention
Alex
like
Wallace plans, yeah.
for Alex Wallace or open house, this is where we would have the expression in the big box, and then something that Vector can do is you can have a NDI source be the PowerPoint machine, so you don't have to convert the files to expression, and then now you're just putting the NDI PowerPoint
I could give
into
you a computer to look at.
That would be cool. Guys, I do have to leave to my next meeting in a couple minutes here.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, this is the big chunk of our presentation. We just have the two boxes that look at each other. That's self-explanatory, and then we have the Photoshop example that you can change the lower thirds within Vector, and then we'll just show the 12 box at the end.
Can you show me the 2 box in perspective?
Yep. Did we save that on ME1? Where did we save that? Oh, that was this one. And then
Where's that?
This
Let me write that down.
ME1 preset 3 is the 2 box. And then we
so we'll start with the 2 box, and then we'll have them look.
Nice.
You like that?
Yes, I do. Very good.
So it's preset 9 and 10.
Okay.
Oh, I think you said preset 3.
I'm sorry, preset 3 comp 9 and 10
Oh, okay.
for the split screen and the perspective split screen.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what was the other next step you were talking about, other than the boxes in perspective?
We were just going to show
Photoshop.
off and say, here's a 12
let's do the
box.
photo. Yeah, there's the 12 box.
And you can cut that, right? You can cut all. Wait, that's
any
12?
of those inputs can be anything you want them to be, and I can even wipe from that to the talent, wipe back to the 12 box.
Got it.
And then we also had a Photoshop. Do you want to show that, Brian?
Right.
Like the
That's what it was.
Photoshop.
Yeah, the PSD,
example?
the PSD change. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could go in and
Where did we?
it's in
do
buffer
it?
2.
Yep, it's in buffer 2.
I mean, I think it's more like I would just put buffer 2 in program, and then it's more valuable to see like how you change it rather than just pull up 2 macros of us changing it. So like, just go in here and change the 400 to a 500. Yeah, and then just be like, we could take any Photoshop template here or any Photoshop file that has layers, and then change inside Vector the layers, and then you can see we're going to go from 400 to 500 here, and it changes. In program, and then you could also tie this to a macro if you needed to. So you could set up different names. Yeah, we set 400 and 500 there. Does that make sense?
Accessing the same file.
Yeah, it's just one Photoshop file.
It's a single file, and it's a single buffer. We're not even tying up additional buffer inputs.
So, like, let's say if I had 2 guests, they have different names and different
Perfect.
drop lines.
Yep. No problem. You would have as many lower thirds using the same template as you like, and then you recall them from this, or this could be hooked up to a macro. And if you want to get very creative, you could even have it where if you put their camera in program, the buffer can automatically trigger to insert their name and then take it out when they're off air. I mean, you can really get clever with it.
That's a little too automated for my preference. But so Brian, where I could see this working is in our Alex Wallace all hands, because PowerPoint is going to be the big box and not expression. We're going to do expression in Vector. So graphics just gives us lower third templates, and then this is where we just come in and change the name per speaker, and then you could just tie that to a macro. and a
Nice.
button on my keyboard or Stream Deck, or actual panel that you're going to buy me, right?
Right.
It's a stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
He must have a big stocking.
And then I think we should do the 12 box at the end. So let's do PSD example, and then we'll do 12 box at the end. And then, do you know where that is, Dave, or do you want me to write that down for you?
ME3.
ME3. Okay. Cool. So Brian, we can cut you loose, and then Dave, let's just make that topic
Yeah,
bar
let's fix
move.
that.
And then also, let's just step through this again, and we'll be on the same page with the MEs, and I'll call the MEs out as well, so that's easier on you, so you don't have to memorize all that.
Sounds
Real
good.
quick, Jason. Real quick. You're gonna need Mario, but not as much as last year, right? For the programming.
I mean, I'm going to need him to build the acuity, and then I could do like each week. But yeah, I mean, we should get him at least let's get him scheduled for at least 3 days minimum.
Okay.
I think we talked about that, where we would actually book him.
Yeah.
When is he? I know he's gone in August sometime, but when is he?
Yeah,
Do you
I don't
remember?
know. We're just trying to get ahead of that schedule and figure out how much Mario's going to be needed. But you give me
Yeah.
a good ballpark.
Yeah, I would say 3 days minimum, but I'm gonna need to talk to Dan before we actually book him, because
Correct.
I need to know if there's any differences
Yep.
in the show. So I would aim for that second week of August, and then that way we can get in early and then just do the initial build, and then that way I could either make changes going forward or just book them on a case by case basis. But I'd say 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Starting, in a perfect world, starting August 9th. Like the 9th through the 13th.
Okay.
Or maybe, worst case, like the 16th to the 20th, but it'd be nice to have the build done earlier. And then just do one-offs.
Okay. And Dave, you're going to send me the meeting invite for the teams, and then an hour before the show, we'll actually have the YouTube link.
Yes. And I'm
Okay.
going to send you an 8 a.m. to 8:30 Pacific quick rehearsal of the Skype call.
Sounds good. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Dave, I'm just going to hop off for a second here. Okay, I'll be right
Sure
back.
thing.
Hi, Dave, I'm back.
Hello.
Hey. All right, so let's see. You want to do that topic bar?
Yeah, let's fix that. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so should we do it on ME1 like everything else?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so what we want is, what do we want? We want
him full with no border, whatever you have there in key 1, that'll work.
Okay.
And
You
then
know
our
what?
background is the red topic bar, just the red topic bar.
just the left frame of it.
I think you cropped it, actually.
I think you're right, and maybe I didn't do this on an ME. Maybe we did this in program. Oh no, if I'm moving his camera, we must have
Yeah, you had to put him in a keyer. Yeah, I think we went through this because you put
Okay, so
the
on
topic bar as a
ME1,
background.
turn off keyer 2 and 3 on ME1. And let's reset this for now
Yeah.
and turn off the border.
Yep.
And
So topic bar cropped, I guess it would just be,
So it's
you could
buffer
do
8.
buffer 8, yeah, and then just crop the blue out. I guess you don't really have, I mean,
let's see if
probably cleaner too.
if I just move this.
Yeah, you could just, oh, it is cropped out. You probably keep, yeah, you probably kept
I probably
the
cropped
crop.
it on the buffer itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So what we
That's
need
right.
to do is move this,
Well, we need to
but
move, now here's
also
where,
we move it halfway,
yeah,
crop it the rest.
exactly. So wait, what I was doing is I would just put like your finger, yeah, like right where that topic bar ends, and then just center him up in this little space right here. So you've got it pretty close. I think he needs to scooch over. Yeah, split. Yeah, I think that's it right there. And then now just crop. And then he's centered in that space. And
Want
yeah,
a
you can
little
leave that
black
black line there.
That's
Yeah,
good?
that works. Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be,
Yeah, make that the second one.
yeah.
Or yeah. And then
now-
13 will be him full.
And then
And then we'll just adjust the time.
like that.
Let's go to 20. That works.
Okay.
Let me
So-
hold on. Let me write this down. So this is called. Oh yeah. So save this, and then let's see. We
Now
want to
it's
call
saved.
this. This will be topic bar. So. Okay. So transition animation to single male talent. And what is that? That's ME1.
It's ME1 preset 4.
And then reveal topic bar is comp
ME1 comp 14.
14.
And to restore it is 13.
Okay. And then let's call this reveal, or I guess, how do you want to do it? Topic bar reveal, or
Sure.
reveal topic bar, cover topic bar?
Or restore.
Restore topic bar? Or no, reveal
whatever
topic bar and
Lose topic bar.
lose topic bar, okay. Lose topic bar. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah. I didn't write everything down. I only started writing stuff down like halfway through. So let's just go through this again and let
Yes.
me know if you need me to write stuff down when I call for it. So
We're going to start with
we're going to start off with
ME5.
empty wide virtual set.
wide. Okay.
And then what do you want me to call
Let me
that?
see if I can save this as a preset, because we also want the keyers off, right? Or do you want them invisible, or do you want to see the green?
I'd like to see the green, just to, I mean, this all makes sense to you and me, but if you're
Right.
a producer, maybe it doesn't make that much sense because you're like,
So,
wait,
like
how'd you
that?
get those guys in there? Exactly. And then let's also leave, well, I guess the bottom screen is fine because people understand that's a source. So yeah, like that. And we'll start off with that and we'll say, okay, we've got two talent on green screen. So do you need to know what this is? Like I just have to start off with empty wide virtual set.
So let me see if I save that on ME5. No, it doesn't actually. I'm going to have to do it manually. I was just curious. The comp doesn't save the key or status of
The
the
key.
inputs.
That makes
Okay.
sense, because like why would you
It
want
does.
why would you want
Right.
that to be animated
Sure.
in?
Yeah.
But yeah, so just we could start off like this, and then you just say, okay, so we can add both talent shots with the green screen, you know, as we need, and then let's key them out.
So I'll go to camera. I'll go to input 1,
And this is good for people to see, you know, like,
and I'll go to about how easy it is.
yeah, exactly.
And do you want to start with nothing in that monitor and then pop it in?
I mean, it kind of makes sense to have something there. I mean, hopefully people
Okay.
understand that's a source. So
Okay.
and I can just mention it too, like, oh yeah, so the bottom monitor could be any source. It could be a you know, a talent NDI. It could be a looping logo. It could be, right now we just have it as a DDR, just some video that you can see going in there. All right, so Dave, let's move in to our desk shot.
And let me think about the best way to. I was just thinking about this for a second. If I switch this to ME5 and then switch this to ME5 and change it to source presets, I get my shortcuts to the camera positions.
Oh, cool. Oh, so you can see them instead of having to like hover.
Oh, but you know what I did? I turned off my follow. That doesn't work. I got to put it
Huh.
back. Hell is that?
I mean, again, I think this is, it's not really, like, I understand that you can tie all of this to a macro. I don't think we need to spend time like building all that to a macro. This is just to prove that it can be done.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, if you're in a show, you would just have like a push-in macro, right? Because you can tie all that to a macro, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, yeah. You'd have like a push-in, you'd have a wide, you have a, you know, move to
we
male,
go.
you'd have a move to female. So I think people, I think that, like, I don't think people are going to get caught up on that, because it's like,
Okay.
you know, we kind of showed all the macros in our live show. So, all right, so we can just, and you can also, in this virtual set, you can move in, you can move anywhere, and we've set a preset that you can move in.
So what I'll have to do is
All
go
right,
to
desk shot.
ME5 configure, and then I'll have the shots
Yeah.
and do something like that. And then back. As long as we leave it here, we're in good shape. So that it's different than what's here and here.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah. So we could just move in. We can move into Brian. We can move into Amy.
So, yeah, why don't you write move in ME5
Configure.
PTZ.
Oh, PTZ.
ME5 PTZ, and that way I'll know where I'm going.
ME5. Can I just see that? Sorry, I was looking
Sure.
at my keyboard. ME5 configure PTZ. Oh yeah, so that's just your camera
It doesn't say PTZ, but that's
pan
what I'm.
tilt zoom
Yeah.
screen, right? And you can set, you know, I'll say something like, yeah, you can set these to whatever you want. We set them to push into him and to her, but you could obviously manually move this and then set that as a macro. And then now we'll cut to Amy, because we're going to do the OTS. Okay, so Amy, we'll cut to Amy talent. Actually, I'll just say, let's cut to Amy.
AJ, hang on 1 second.
ME7.
What's up, Ryan?
Yeah.
What? In a few minutes. I'm still on the phone, dude. Okay? I make the best bowls of goldfish, just so you know.
Goldfish,
Okay,
like
I'm back.
Pepperidge Farm goldfish balls?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't just have teenagers. I also have a 6-year-old.
Oh,
so,
nice.
I
know what
so
that's
yeah,
like.
he's like, Dad, I need a bowl of goldfish. I'm like, where's Mom?
He called you from upstairs or something?
No, he came down the stairs and he was just he was like
That's funny.
he was poking his head through the rail of the stairway, going, Dad, I need you. Okay.
I'm totally used to that. I'm just lucky today. I have both kids at summer school, so
Gotcha.
it's nice.
Do you have
all right, so
a 9-year-old, and how old is your
a 7 and a 4-year-old.
7 and 4? Sorry,
Yeah.
Sorry. Got my
So
math
first
wrong.
grade and preschool.
Very nice. They're
Yeah,
so cute at that age.
It's pretty fun. Keeps us
Yes.
busy for sure.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so we'll cut to Amy on ME7.
Yep.
And then we'll bring on the OTS, and that moves the camera over. And now we can lose OTS, and that moves the camera back to center.
So you're going to actually narrate this so that the crowd knows what you're saying and describing and
Yeah, I think
Awesome.
so. I mean, I think I'm talking to like a pretty well-educated crowd. I don't think we need to like, do any tricks, or pretend that it's like they'll know. But I also want to prove that the camera can move.
Yes.
Because I think that's what someone asked for. So yep, OTS camera move, and then we can cut to the 2-shot on ME5. And then for this example, we're going to squeeze back to the L bar. What do you have that called?
It's a macro.
Oh, just L bar. Okay, cool.
Yep,
So
macro
if I
L bar.
just say, because I know the guys in these guys I think they were refer to them as squeeze backs and squeeze or whatever. So I'll go.
Why isn't it? Oh, my bad. Hold on a second. I messed up my multi-viewer. My bad.
Oh yeah.
It's there. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Oh yeah,
again,
it was program instead of.
And then I
ME8.
screwed it
That's
up
right.
by changing it.
Okay, so for here we'll cut to the 2-shot, and then now we can squeeze back to the L bar, and that reveals a L bar there. And then we can do a transition VisRT custom animation to the single male talent on ME1 preset 4.
Wait. ME. This guy or this
Nope,
guy?
that guy. Yep.
Camera 3.
Okay, so hold on. So start. What is he called? He's not ME1 preset 4.
He's not ME1. He's camera 3.
Okay. Cam 3. All right, so we will transition animation to single male talent on cam 3.
And then I'll do the transition.
Yep. And that's a custom transition that can be made outside. Like an example would be from our graphics team that we did in our show. So I'll say that.
Okay.
And then now,
transition back so people see it twice.
nah, I mean, we already showed that in our.
All right.
Okay, and then now I have reveal topic bar comp 14.
That's on ME1.
Okay, so
let's think about this for a second.
oh, you're on a different ME here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Also, we're still, and you want us to be in this, right?
Yeah.
And where do we want to go? Oh, on ME1?
We just want to reveal that. I think we built that topic bar that moved over. Yeah.
Like that. That's what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do I call that out?
Yeah, I confused myself here for a minute. You were right to say ME1. I was on ME5 when I needed to go to ME1. And then ME1 comp 14. So you called it right, I think.
Okay.
And I just kind of
And Dave, there's no pressure on this too for tomorrow. It's just internal people that just want to see. Like we don't have to make
We're not
everything
live on the
perfect.
air. I get it.
No, exactly. Yeah, and then there's going to be TDs that are going to understand like what we're doing. So like don't like put too much pressure on yourself to like hit all these without making a mistake like that. It would be fine.
And I assume there'll be a Q&A when we're all done. And
I would imagine. I mean, I think that's why Brian's putting him in here. So we'll see what that's like. But I mean, I think as long as we're definitely addressing and then some whatever was on that list. So if they didn't put anything on the list, it's not really fair to anyone to add something crazy in the meeting tomorrow. So, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right. So reveal topic bar ME1 comp 14.
Yep.
And then we're going to take this full. So bring talent shot full. How do I call that? You can just do that.
Macro
right?
full.
Macro full. Okay. So bring talent shot full. And then we can lose the topic bar comp 13. Perfect. And that addresses all of those concerns. And then it adds that you can do it in the L bar. So that is extra credit. And then now this next section, we'll start with a clean background on ME1 comp 1.
Hold on, we got to figure out how to get there. We need to make a preset for this because we actually want this.
Oh, but clean.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, you could do that. But it like again, we don't need to do any magic.
May I put you on hold for just a second?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey Zach, I'm still in a meeting. Anything urgent? I'm in the basement. Okay. Anything urgent? Okay, bye. I'm back.
Okay, cool.
He did not want goldfish.
No, I moved on, huh?
Yes, he wanted the car. So, okay, so I know what I need to do here. We need to make this the preset so that when I select.
Oh, you can cut to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got it. Does that still make sense though? ME1 comp 1?
Yeah, so let's go back a step. Let's go
Yeah,
back
it was,
to.
yeah, that was it.
So we're here.
Yep, and then we go comp 13.
Then we go here.
And then
I'm
we go.
going to go ME1 comp 1.
Yep. Yeah, I'll say, all right, for this next thing we're going to fly in some boxes. We'll start with a clean background on ME1 comp 1, and then we'll fly in 3 boxes. What comp is that for you?
Comp 2.
Comp 2. All right, so we'll fly in 3 boxes on comp 2. They come in with borders, and we want to take the bottom box full.
Comp 3.
And the top 2 boxes fly out, and then we'll move back to the 3 box in the same way, and they come back in, and you can do that with any of the boxes. Won't do that now, but obviously that can happen, and that kind of clears this thing. So we'll say, all right, we're going to move on to the big little example. For this example, let's take ME1 preset 2 comp 5 full.
So do you want to start here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it's the same problem.
Well, because it's better to know from this thumbnail that this is what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then just do that. That's fine.
Okay to
start.
Yeah.
No, that's
start
totally.
like this and then go full.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll say, all right, here's our big little example. That's ME1 preset 2 comp 5. Is that true?
It starts on comp 6, but then 5 is the full.
Okay, so let me say ME1 preset 2 comp 6. That points you in the right direction, and then at least here.
Recall ME1 preset here. Let me go to this. If I recall ME1 preset 2, it starts here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
cool. So ME1 preset 2, and then comp. Oh, you don't need. So you don't actually need the comp 6, right?
Nope. You want to go to comp 5 first. Yeah, you don't have to say comp 6. It'll start.
So take there. Left box full as comp 5.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I mean, I don't. You'll have this in front of you. So I'm just going to say, all right, we'll do the big little example. That's ME1 preset 2, and then we can take the left box full, and then we can go back down to big little, and then we can take the right box full, and then we can go back down to big little. And this is basically, I'll say, the little thing about the PowerPoint and expression in the big box.
And then source change in.
Yeah, and then you can, I mean, I think people know how to change sources. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can. Sure, we can change sources. I mean, hopefully people know that.
Input for. Yeah.
Oh, it's a computer. Yeah.
It's a computer.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure it's just a desktop.
Yeah. So yeah, you could put anything in here. You can have this NDI machine in the cloud running PowerPoint, and we could actually just run PowerPoint instead of converting stuff to expression. And that could be open house, Alex all hands, stuff like that. And then our next thing is going to be the 2 box. So that's ME1 preset 3 comps 9 and 10. I guess I don't need to call out these comps because you'll see a representation of them, right? So I'll just say ME1 preset 3.
Yep.
I guess not. Yeah, I'll just say, all right.
You don't need to say comp 9 because it defaults to that, because that's how I saved the preset, was already on comp 9.
Oh, okay. Cool. And then so the comp 10 part is just them looking at each other. So I'll say, all right, we have a 2 box here, but we can also change the perspective on both boxes so that they look each other, and that's comp 10. And I don't know if we can do it. All right. The next thing we have is a Photoshop example.
And
So
I have it in DSK2. It was just the easiest thing to do to fade it in over,
Yeah.
so it's covering everything.
yeah, that's fine.
So
DSK2.
DSK2 fade on, or just DSK2, whatever. I'll
Okay,
know.
yeah, we'll take Photoshop example full. This is something that I created for an edit that I do. This is just an example, but it has layers for each text field. But you can change the text fields within Vector.
Do you want me to type it, or do you want me to show the data presets?
I would type it because I think that to me is more powerful than just showing that you can change it with a macro, because I mean that's kind of obvious. So you could come in here, you could change any text field, you could change the name, and then you could save those to a macro. So in theory, you could have a lower third example, or even a full screen if you wanted to, and just update the names and save them off as needed. So I think that takes care of like the scorecard question that they put in there.
Okay.
But then we're kind of adding like, hey, you can also, real world example is that we could use lower thirds here, and then get that from graphics and change the names and tie those to macros.
Yep. I'll let you.
Yeah, I can explain that. And then the last example is someone asked for an 8 box. We created a 12 box, so we can go 12. I mean, it's just an example with borders. We can also go 8. I guess someone's going to ask, hey, what's the limit of boxes you can put on there?
And I'll say, well, there's 8 layers per ME, and you can nest one ME inside of another, so you can go as deep as you want.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Cool. And then that's it. Yeah, and then we just answer questions. So.
All right. So I'll take care of the Skype nonsense that isn't working, that should be working, and get that ready for tomorrow. Should we do a quick run through tomorrow, like 30 minutes before the meeting starts?
Yeah, let's do that, because I can get on at like 9:15.
Okay. Cool.
I'll just join the meeting because you're going to be on there at 8:30 with Brian, right? So I'll just join when I get back from dropping my kids off. It's actually it should be before 9:15. Okay. So yeah, I'll just join that, and then we'll see what Brian. I mean, I think in theory, if everything works good, we'll have Brian be the virtual set guy, and then but we'll still have.
We'll have to adjust the key or positioning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it's
and then save off
a different size than whatever.
Yeah,
clip is.
And probably a different shade of green.
Yes, well, that's the easy part. But yeah, actually, the green didn't look very good when he was on the Skype call. I'm a little worried about it.
Oh, okay.
It was a kind of a fading, washed out. Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
saw that too.
We'll see how it looks. I got like a really good key off of the green screen behind me over Skype. I'm not sure what's different. It might have been maybe just maybe his webcam wasn't so good, but his phone will be better. Maybe.
Yeah, his phone. Yeah, we've gone through many hours of this problem. We actually brought in Skype over the air into our Carbonite in our Sunnyvale office from 2 people in Toronto, and was able to get a good key. I mean, it took us like maybe 5 hours of adjusting camera and lighting and making sure that you're getting the right shadows out on your green screen and all of that. Man. But that was insane. And we did it all last year. And
nobody
we only had to readjust. We only had to reinitiate twice because like daylight savings time changed something. And then also just like winter, up in Toronto, the light outside changed, even though we blacked out everything. But but it was actually pretty good once we got it dialed in.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, thank you for your time today. I think this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot.
So and then we'll tomorrow, and tomorrow. I'll take care of this NDI stuff and get it sorted before tomorrow morning.
Okay.
The Skype stuff, I mean.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Dave. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let me
You
know
bet.
if there's any other questions or anything else. Just reach out to me on email or text or whatever.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it easy.